Hello everyone and welcome to my counseling course. My name is Roberto and I will be teaching this counseling class for this semester. So I decided to make an introductory video, just kind of give you an idea of my educational and professional trajectory. I know we're going over introductions, so I wanted to introduce myself as well. So I decided to make this presentation. So let me know if you have any questions. You can always reach out to me directly or put in the discussion forum. So let's get started. So I am a bit advocate in terms of there is no straight path, right? We come from different educational and life's trajectories, and that's my biggest thing in terms of advocating. In terms of myself, so I graduated from high school. Straight from high school, I decided to give my opportunity another chance, and I enrolled into Santa Monica College. There at Santa Monica College, I wanted to be prepared for higher education. Okay, so at Santa Monica College, I met with my counselor, Jackie, which she is part of the EOPNS program, which we have at this college as well. So she encouraged me to keep pushing and remain persistent, and no matter how long it would take me to complete my educational goal, just to stay persistent. So I worked there as well as a student worker, and on their Christmas wish tree events, I dressed up as Santa and handed out gifts to students part of the program. Okay, in winter 2010, I traveled to Belize and Guatemala on a scholarship. So basically, for winter, I took courses that counted towards my general education courses. So even though I got to travel, I also got credit, and the scholarship was awarded due to applying. And this is why I tell students to reach out and be as resourceful as you can be, because there are opportunities out there. Okay, so after transferring out to UCLA after 4 years, I majored in Chicana and Chicano studies and did education. There on this picture next to the Bruin is myself with my UCLA sweater, and next to me is my sister with her USC jersey. Okay, the picture next to it is my summer program, which is the transfer summer program, which I participated, and that's where I met my lifelong friends and my support system. Okay, so next slide is I got to travel actually at UCLA to complete some of my upper division major courses to Spain, and then I went to visit Morocco. So once again, being resourceful as much as you can. Okay, so finally at UCLA, once I transferred within the 2 years, I completed my major as well as college honors and my minor in educational studies. On the left hand side, you will see that is a group picture of us and some of us from our summer program that graduated at the same time. And that will be on the right hand side, spring 2013. That is a picture of my family and I, just kind of celebrating my graduation that we had. Okay. Okay, right after I went out to USC and I completed my master's in educational counseling. There at USC, as you can see, there is a picture on the bottom left hand side, and that is a picture of my cohort. So a group of students that did the educational counseling program with me. So I was also part of the Best and Brightest Scholarship Foundation, Latino alumni, and Town and Gown at USC for my graduate program. As you can see in the middle, there's another picture of us being goofy at one of the conferences. And then on the right-hand side, I worked with Dr. Venegas, which was for creating surveys for the School of Education. Okay. So next now, once I graduated, I became an adjunct counselor at Pasadena City College and Compton College, and that was as of 2016. So I'm a student center and social justice counselor that strives to learn from student experiences and ensure an accessible pathway for all students. As you can see on the left bottom picture, that would be me, and when I began working with the Quest Center, which is the Queer and Undocumented Center. On the right hand side, that's me at the Transfer and Career Center at Compton College, and we have this whole dressing up and best costume, and that's me as Mr. Incredible. Okay, so also just being part of the college. So I myself, on the left hand top corner, that is a group of picture of us part of the Lavender graduation committee. So we have a yearly, I believe this will be the third year since we began with that tradition. First it was just kind of a ceremony. Now it's an annual thing, and that will be for every spring semester. Okay, on the bottom right hand side, that was me participating in Compton College commencement. As you can see, I'm next to the LGBTQ flag in Compton College. Okay, and a fun fact about me, I love to travel. So far, I've traveled to 34 countries, which I am very grateful for. As I mentioned in the beginning of this presentation, be as resourceful as you can. When I began Santa Monica College, I was looking into different opportunities, and I would have never guessed going to Belize and Guatemala, traveling for the first time abroad, and actually getting paid for. And of course, it has its challenges, but you find those resources. And you'll hear me say this over and over again in this course: you are your biggest advocate. Okay, so just to kind of name a few, left top hand side is Paris. Bottom left, that is Amsterdam. On the middle bottom, that'll be Malaysia. Bottom right, Mexico. And recently I went to Cambodia, and that is on the top right hand. So this is just kind of a few pictures that stood out, which I love these countries. Okay, and if you want to hear more experience, you're more than welcome to ask. And this is basically it for my introduction. This is once again just to give you an understanding and kind of get the ball rolling in terms of introducing yourself, and that's what we're going to be doing in this discussion, part of a discussion. And you don't have to go exactly as I went, given our different experiences, but this is just to give you an idea of what you can talk about and presenting yourself, right, with your fellow classmates. Okay, thank you for listening, and have a good rest of your day. Bye.